That was my act.
Didn't take enough off.
I haven't got any nipple tassels, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
But I do have a poem about music, because music features so heavily tonight. So this is dedicated to all of the performers tonight. This is Music and Me. Hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name? The first words that you ever said. The surprise return of a lost friend sees us spinning round again. It's good to have you back, you've stayed exactly the same. You're still saying the same great exciting things. Do you remember me with sad eyes or funny reflection? I wish I could dance all night with you, but I've gotten worse since you've been away. I may be older, but thank you for making me feel strong today. Do you recall me sat on the front doorstep and ignored by the whole street? An invisible child shouldn't feel that they are always never seen. My battered bright blue Walkman worn proud on a tattered belt. It felt like a pacemaker, beating double time for the life it was trying to save. But you know, my inner voice was heard by your verse, chorus, verse. A sudden key change blinded and wiped away the darkest of days with its ad-lib till fade. All the shitty battles were crippled under by the weight of a pile of vinyl on a heavy rotation, on an endless play. When I was young, I'd watch as Dad would put on a stack of sexy singles. He'd say to Mum, "If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?" They'd dance close together and smooch. My embarrassed sisters would have to leave the room. But I stayed, as I loved to see them passionately parade, twirling and shifting to the needle's last fluff-filled play. Love overflowed every part of my dull grey self and produced colours in all the important places. My head, my heart, my stomach, and happy in my solid feet. Thinking back to that young boy who watched helplessly as his mother cried, Tammy Wynette knew which button to press to relieve the stress. Mum would look over with Hoover in hand and mouth, all gone now, and happily return to the cleaning. The base of our relationship was built on the knowledge and understanding of country music's power of expression. We'd look over at each other and appreciate that Dolly wrote the next one for us, as we were always working 9 till 5. The emotional investment that we placed into certain songs were almost as strong as the love we put into the actual relationships that we were in. So the roads walked when that battled, knowing that you were there singing in my ear. You were present when every pet and friend disappeared. You were there when the teacher was shouting. While we were ignoring, we let you do our talking. I ran home crying to you when I was a bloody-nosed, awkward teen. And as an adult, you still welcome me in with your expert ear for knowing that I need to sing and scream. You don't know what it is that you've done to me. I feel it endlessly. You were my discovery. You're still my recovery. Your loaded grooves generate too much life for me, a perfect overdose daily. The patterns of language pull me through this existence out into anywhere, everywhere, somewhere, to be somebody that I actually want to be. So, I'm still like a virgin, touched for the very first time, surrounded by these hearts of glass, and a good heart is hard to find. And left to my own devices, I'll be losing my mind, my true colours shining through time after time. Nothing compares to you, and that knocks me off my feet. That little Prince Charming now feels like a killer queen. I'll be forever wet in that purple rain if you should go away. So spin me round, right round. I am the DJ, I am that I play. The man in the mirror is looking up to the big sky and is ready to shout. I'm beginning to see the light that will never go out. These moments in love are forever in my life, pure, true blue. Now I shout out from the highest hills, music, I will always love you. Thank you. Okay, you'll have to bear with me. I finished this piece yesterday, and I've never performed it before. I've been made a Jell-O boy, which is, you know, fantastic considering I don't have to take anything off. And I was lucky enough to go to a recent photo shoot with the other Jell-O Girls, and It was amazing to watch the girls celebrating their bodies, their minds, the things they loved. You know, there was such empowerment. And it was on the same day that Whitney Houston passed away. It was a really odd moment. So then I went home and looked at networking sites and looked back over months at comments about, you know, females and ageism and sexism and sizeism and every ism. So I wrote this, and this is for all the lovely Jell-O Girls because it's amazing what they do. So this is called A Weight of a Woman. Thank God that I was not born a girl, trying to live my life with the pressure from the rest of the world. You only have to open the paper or overhear a bus stop conversation to feel the weight put upon women for simply being themselves. Further reading only leaves me with a taste of hate, backed up by the catty chatter from a newspaper's debate. I was shocked by the comments, the supposed editorial response. Before they expose themselves, the attackers are out on the hunt. The circles of shame, the mornings caught without makeup, pinpointing to certain areas, aimed at the attempts to dress to impress, but spoiled by the ink from other females. What kind of mistake did she really make? What's the reason for all of that hate? Then the guys join in and take the conversation down a sexist route. If she doesn't dress for them, then her actions are immoral and rude. They all say, that skirt is too long, that dress isn't short enough, what was she thinking? What the hell is she wearing, those ugly boots, look at those awful earrings. She's too young, she's too old, she's better than that, she's not good enough. Good grief, when would she start acting her age and act like the rest of us? I once saw her at the bar laughing and flicking her hair. I walked past and she didn't even know that I was there. Did you read about the boys she seduced to get to somewhere greater? I've seen her strutting down the street, ignoring the public. She really doesn't know better. Who does she think she is? Trying to disguise that she's not like everyone else. That isn't age appropriate. I see that she had to be altered for a larger belt. She should be thinner, slimmer. We suggest you miss dinner. All your satisfaction is now heaviness and has made your face age. And now you're catwalk skeletal, you're worrying the people. These diets make us disturbed by your exposed rib cage. But I do hope that she never goes back. Remember how dreadful she looked when she was fat. Don't worry if you can't remember what she looked like. Pour yourself a drink and search through the Daily Mail website. I'm sorry, but are we entitled to have an opinion? This is what we all think. But women say, yes, but opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one and they all stink. Do these women really deserve all of your venom? What in your wisdom is the real worth of a woman? Did she make too much sense and reveal your brainlessness? What is it about her success that makes you so stressed? While you sat bored and festered, did she stay active and try to jump? Did she reveal your real age by staying at number 1? Did she step out of your box to explore and conquer her own world? Did she not answer your persistently stupid telephone calls? And what if she heard your words? I dread to think of how much that would hurt, suddenly aware of the true nature of the rest of the world. Do you really think that the sticks and stones would never touch her bones? She looks like she puts on a brave face, but it's a different headline when she gets home. It's upsetting to think that you would only be satisfied when she's finally had enough and is dead in the bath. I guess you will be the first to cry crocodile tears as her failed album finally climbs the charts. So go online to see which of her latest activities have all of your Facebook friends riled. The harsh updates tried to place constrictions around her dreams of flying. And that's when you realise not much has changed in all of these years. Empathy and compassion are so out of fashion for the current vogue of anxiety. Very sad when you consider that there are bigger issues to tackle, other than the way in which she has decided to dress. Energies directed in the wrong direction, the lazy forever attacking, while she's just striving to be her best. So, all I can say is thank God that I was not born a girl, trying to live a life with the pressure from the rest of the world. So today, We must celebrate all of these girls that want to share their talents with everyone else. And what they refuse to feel is a weight put upon women for simply being themselves. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Mr. Stephen Pottle, now you can see why we love him. Why we made him our very first Jell-O boy. And if any other men would like to join us, you have to have an act, obviously. And we haven't managed to find a man who'll take his clothes off yet. I don't know how many of you know about burlesquers. They're out there. They twirl tassels on their bottom cheeks. That's me being polite. Apparently it's amazing and better than women. So there you go.